Phil talked a lot about how, you know, what it's like in the military, how they promise you, you know, all these things and how it's going to be so great. And one of the things that, you know, you guys should think about too is like what it's actually like to be an Iraqi. And it's, you know, it's bad for the people who are in the military, but it's really, really bad for people who are in Iraq. And I want people to imagine here if a bomb dropped right in this school, right in this classroom right now. And, you know, and you look around and you see your best friend's dead. And then you look around on the other side and one of your peers is missing a limb. And so then you run outside to go, you go outside to see what's going on because you don't know what happened, you have no idea. And you go outside and then there's people from another country and with huge guns, tall, and then you're asking them what's happening and they say they aren't speaking another language, so you don't know what it is they're saying. And then some of them, they take you. They take your friends and they say, well, we're going to grab you, and you don't know where they're going. So then you go to try to take care of yourselves. And you go to the nearest hospital to try and, you know, take care of your friends and keep them from dying. And then a bomb drops on the hospital. And then they cut off water and electricity. This happened in a town called Haditha and Fallujah. And these are war crimes. These are war crimes and crimes against humanity. The government is not allowed to go into other countries and do that to people. So that's an idea. This is an illegal, illegitimate war. It will be illegal if we go into Afghanistan. A lot of people are saying that Afghanistan is the good war, that the war in Iraq was a mistake. The war in Iraq was not a mistake. It was conscious policy. They knew exactly what they're doing, and they know exactly what they're doing in going to Afghanistan, and that is to occupy a people. They're taking their country from them because they want it. And then, you know, the other thing that I wanted to talk about too is a lot of people are putting their, you know, hopes and energies into Barack Obama and thinking that he's going to be the one, you know, to stop the war. And, you know, I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm not here to tell you guys what you want to hear, you know. I'm here to tell you guys the truth. Barack Obama is calling for 92,000 troops to expand in the military. And he's also calling for, you know, invasion in Afghanistan. And he's talking about Syria, Pakistan. He's been very firm about, you know, going into Iran. He's saying that he wants to negotiate first. So why is it okay to talk to somebody first and then you go and bomb them? It's wrong no matter what. Whether you talk to them first, whether you don't, it's wrong to go and invade other countries. And then one of the reasons why we're doing this tour is because we don't want to come in here and just depress you all guys and be like, the world's so bad. All right, peace out. You know, we actually are here because we know that this generation could actually stop this war. Because the government isn't doing anything, it's actually the responsibility of the people living in this country to bring it to a halt. And so what I mean by that is that it could actually stop the war if people in this country, if youth and students drove recruiters off of their high school. How could they fight with any more troops? They couldn't. Another thing that people have done in Olympia which is in Washington, is they've done human blockades where they went and there was military strikers that were going through towns, and people blockaded them so they couldn't come through. And so they weren't able to carry those weapons through there and they had to go around. And so it provided a very big problem for them. But we're talking about a scale where millions and millions and millions of this country are engaging in that kind of resistance. And there actually is the basis for that, because people do want this war to stop. But we have to understand that it's actually on us to do that. And one of the other things too is that there's high school kids your age who are now actively, you know, promoting resistance in their schools. There was a high school in Chicago where they did a sit-in on military recruiters, and, you know, basically refused to leave until they said, we don't want these recruiters out of our school. It drew national attention to the fact that what are these people recruiting for, and do they have a right to be in our schools and lie to us and lie to, you know, each other and the community and try and get them to be a part of this stuff. And then in Berkeley, California, there was 1,000 students that waged a very important battle against a local recruiting center, and they were able to shut it down for a couple of days. And that was a really good thing. So imagine, like, on a mass scale, if, like, people were, like, we're talking about mass resistance, where people were, you know, saying, we're not going to leave this recruiting center until it's shut down. Millions of people. And so that I just want to paint a picture of that. And so there's a couple of things that we're calling on people to do. And then I want to hear your ideas on what you guys think that we can do, what young people can do to stop the war. It's in every generation in history leaves its mark on the world, and young people have always been on the forefront of the movement. They're the ones that are willing to be rebellious and challenge the conventional wisdom. And each generation is marked by something. You have the generation that laid down in front of the Nazis, that let concentration camps be built and didn't do anything to stop it. And then you have the generation in Vietnam and the civil rights movement, where people righteously rose up to bring it to a halt. How are we going to go down as a generation? Are we going to go down, are we going to go down as actually bringing this to a halt and saying we could actually change the course of history. What we do or don't do is going to change the lives of billions of people around the planet.